Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the last class of Forever Fit for this session. Instruction is provided by the St. Louis Jewish Community Center. My name is Charlene Wall, and I'm a volunteer for AARP in St. Louis. Forever Fit is part of our Moving It Fitness series that started in 2020. Moving It provides us with the opportunity to stay fit from the comfort of our own homes. A true indicator of how great this class is reflected in the number of registrants, over 300 people. This is the last session of Moving It series until the fall. There will be a summer break. Watch for emails in the fall with future class updates. Remember, you can find the recordings in the Forever Fit playlist on AARP Missouri's YouTube channel. A link was sent to all registered in the reminder email. And I'd like to thank you for joining me in this journey of keeping active. Thank you also, Sandy, for great workouts and instructions that are varied and offer adaptations for us as individuals. All right, Sandy, take it away.
Thank you, Charlene. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the last class. I'm so sorry. It's going to make me sad, but I'll see you guys again soon, I'm sure, after the summer's over. All right, guys, so we're just going to start with some nice little dynamic warm-up, which we always do. We're just going to start with some little butt kickers. They look like this. Just trying to touch your butt with your heel. If you're not that flexible, don't worry. We're just trying to warm up our quads here. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're just going to kick out. Now we're warming up our hamstrings in the back. And again, everyone's at different levels, so maybe you can kick high, or maybe you just got a low kick. No big deal. Most important part is that you're moving. And we're going to do some resistance training today. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to do some core rotations. Now we're trying to touch our elbow to our or knee to opposite elbow. All right. And remember, go at your own pace. I always want you to challenge yourself. Maybe get a little bit outside your comfort zone when we work out. But obviously, if anything ever hurts or anything you feel like you're getting too out of breath, you just slow it down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. We're just going to do some high knee marches now. Right here. Pumping those arms nice and big. All right. We're going to go wide. All right. We're going to come in. Good. We're going to go wide again. And in. One more wide. Good. All right, now you're going to stay here, and we're just going to do some little side-to-side lunges. See how that leg is straight? So the opposite way of where you're going, that leg kind of straightens out, and you're kind of pushing your butt out. Getting a nice stretch on the inside of your legs. 3, 2, good. And 1, good. Come all the way up, and let's just do some nice, easy squats. If you've never done a squat before, make sure you push your butt out, keep your chest back. Like you're sitting on a chair, right? You're really sticking your butt out. Weight should always be in your heels. You never want to be on your tippy toes. Good. There's 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to go back to that high march. Getting our heart rates up a little bit. All right. All right. Now we're going to come here up high, and we're going to pull down with some high knees. Now really bring your shoulder blades together here. We're kind of working our shoulders here, our back. Good. We got 5, 4, 3. Good. 2, and 1. Perfect. Now we're just going to heel tap, right? And we're going to push back. So we keep our elbows right underneath our shoulders, and we're just going to pushing back. This is warming up our triceps. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now we're going to curl. Now we're going to step back and curl. It's like you're doing a bicep curl, except you're squeezing. Squeeze. Good. It's amazing what you can do with your own body resistance. So if you ever just don't have weights and you want to do, you can really feel your muscles working, just squeezing. Squeeze. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's come back here to a high march, and we're going to finish with some of those squat jacks, and those will get our heart rate up. So what we're doing is we're going to do a squat. We're going to bring our arms together at the top, and we're going to do a little leg lift, and we're going to alternate those leg lifts. Ready? Here we go. There's 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, let's shake it out. Okay, so our first set we're gonna do some legs, and we're not gonna use any weights. We're gonna use our own body weight. So what we're gonna do on the first one, and a couple different ways you can do this, and I wanna show you a couple different options. So what we're doing is we're doing a single leg hip hinge. So it's always good to work our body separately. So we weaken our dominant side separately. There's two ways of doing this. You can do a single leg hip hinge. You can hold on to something if you want, or if you have good balance. What you do here is you kind of bring your chest down. You're hinging at the hips. You're kind of hinging and coming forward on one leg. You see how my leg in the back comes out? Remember, you can hold on to something here, or if you, another way of doing this is just have one tippy toe down here. And then you're just kind of hinging. My chest is coming towards the ground, and you don't have to worry about your balance on that one, okay? So I'll do it both ways just so you guys can, I know there's lots of different levels out there. So here's one way, and you don't have to come too far. As soon as you feel the stretch in the back of that front leg, you're working that posterior chain, okay? So let's try it on one side. Remember, you can either hold on, put one tippy toe down. The most important part here is you keep your shoulder blades back and you're hinging at your hips. Ready? Let's try this. So let's just do nice and easy. Take your time. Feel that stretch in the back of that front leg, the leg that's standing. Good. There's 2. Remember, you can keep a tippy toe down. 3, but all the weight should really be in that forward leg. There's 4. Good. 5. Keep your shoulder blade back. 6. Let's do 2 more. 7. And 8. Good. The most common mistake I see on that one is that you kind of round your back like that, and then you just feel it in your lower back. Keep those shoulder blades square back as you come down. Okay? All right, we're going to do that on each side, but in between, I want to do these skier squats. They look like this. You're coming down like you're skiing, and you're coming up on your tippy toes. So ski, and then all the way up, explode. Down, up. Good. Down, up. Excellent. There's 3. 4, 5, explode. 6, 7, one more. And 8, good. All right, we're gonna do that 3 more times. So we're gonna do the hip hinge 2 times on each side, and we'll break it up with those skier squats. Okay, so shoulder blades back. This is probably your weak side. Probably your balance is a little bit worse here, so just be careful. All right, ready? Keep your shoulder blades back. Let's do 8 of these. Feel that stretch in the back of your leg all the way up to your glutes. Good. There's 2. We're not going fast. We're working with balance. There's 3. Strength. Stability. This is really a stability move. There's 4. 5. Good. There's 6. 7, one more. And 8. You don't realize how many muscles are in your leg or are stabilizing you as you're doing that. That's so important. Okay, we have 8 of those skier squats. Nice big deep breath. Ready? So we're skiing and up to tippy toes. Good, there's 1. 2, and if you want to add a little jump, you can. It's up to you. 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, and 8. Whew, those will get your heart rate up. It's good. All right. Nice big deep breath. We're going to go back to our original leg for those 8 hip hinges. So we always set ourselves, our shoulders are back. Think about what you're doing here. Nice big deep breath. Keep your back flat. Here we go. There's 8. 7. 6. 5. Good. 4. 3. Couple more on this. 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, you know what we have next? Those skier squats. All right, so it's like you're a spring. You're squinching down and you're exploding up. All right, ready? Let's do 8 on here and go. There's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Whew. All right, we got one more round. One more round. So here we go. We're going to finish those single leg hip hinges. So let's set ourselves. Nice big deep breath, shoulders back. Ready? Let's do it. Good. There's 8. There's 7. Good. 6. 5. You're almost there. There's 4. 3. 2. And 1. Perfect. Okay, let's finish those skier squats. And we'll get a water break after this. Ready? Nice big deep breath. And here we go. All the way. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Good job, everyone. Let's get a quick water break. I got your heart rate up a little bit on that. That's good. Okay. Okay, so next up, we're going to do a standing core, and we're going to do triceps. Now, if you have an option of weights, I would pick one of your heavier weights. You only need one, and I'll show you what we're going to do. All right, so the first one we're going to do is a single arm tricep kickback. We've done kickbacks to get before where there are 2 of them. So like I said before, it's good to try to do sometimes our work unilaterally, which means we're doing one side and then the other. What happens is when you do things together, you'd be surprised how much your dominant side tends to take over sometime to help. So on this one, it's going to be a bent over tricep, single arm, okay? So like I said, try to go a little heavier if you have the option. It's good. You can actually do a little bit more when you're working single arm. If you have a couch or something that would help you kind of lean over, the most important thing is you kind of want to lean over a little bit. You don't want to be doing it just standing up, okay? Because it's going to target your tricep back here. So we're here, elbows nice and high. You can be in a split lunge too. Kind of helps your lower back sometimes. Elbows high, and you're just kicking out here. Most important part of this exercise, do not hinge at the shoulder. You don't want to be doing this, all right, and hinging, because then you're just working your shoulder. Keep this part from your shoulder to your elbow still, and then just kick back. Okay, let's try this. Ready? Nice big deep breath. We got 12 of these. Let's go. There's 12. And control it coming back. Don't let it swing back. 11. 10. Good. 9. 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Good. Now, before we do the other side, we're going to alternate this with a wood chop. So on this wood chop, so what I want to do here is, let's start. Let's see. You think? Let's start high on this one. So what you're doing is you're getting your weight. You're kind of bringing it up above your shoulder. And on this one, we're going to see how my back foot is pivoting. I want a little more rotation here so that you end up almost like you're in a lunge facing sideways, okay? So think about the power it takes to chop wood. That's the motion. That's a rotational movement there. You're going to be working a lot of different body parts. You're going to be working your core mostly, but you're also working your glutes here because we're kind of coming into that movement. Again, if you can also just be here if you want, that's fine. But if you want, you can try it with a little rotation. So you're pivoting on the back foot. Okay, guys, ready? Nice big deep breath. And on this one, I'm going to time it. You go at your pace and go. We're going to do 20 seconds. So strong. Boom. Have that power. Boom. Right? This is also about a little power. You got it. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay, now we're going to go back to the other leg. So what we'll do is that one probably got your heart rate up a little bit because it's a little bit of power. This is our active recovery. We're still working here, except we're working on our triceps, isolating those triceps. Ready? Let's do it. We got 12. Control it. 11. 10. Good. 9. Excellent. 8. 7. As you get tired, it gets harder to control it coming down. That's the work. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's come all the way up. So same thing, wood chop, except now we're going the opposite way. So now above our shoulders, all the way down. Ready? 20 seconds. Go. Power. Power is a component of fitness. And I think you're never too old to work on power. Here we go. You're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo. Yes. All right. So even though we're not doing anything specifically like cardio based, like you can feel your heart rate coming up a little bit. That's good. That's metabolic strength. That's good. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're going to finish. We're going to do one more tricep on each side. Ready? All right. Nice big deep breath. We got another 12. Ready? Let's do it. Stabilize that part. Yes. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway. 7, 8, control. 9, 10, good. 11, and 12, perfect. Good. All right, we got the 20 seconds of wood chops. Back to this side. Ready? Nice big deep breath. Go. You're strong. You can do it. Boom. When we work with these intervals, you're trying to keep up that intensity. And 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, guys, we're on our last round here. All right, so we got last 12 tricep kickbacks, single arm. All right, let's get ourselves in that position. So we're bent over, that elbow's nice and high. Here we go. Let's do it. There's 12, control it. 11, 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Okay, you know we got to finish with those last 20 seconds of the wood chops. So here we go. Nice big deep breath. Get your form in 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Boom. Strong. Hang on to it. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Awesome job, everyone. All right, let's get a quick water break. Woo. Okay. Okay, so next up, we're gonna actually do some combos. We're gonna do some legs and some shoulders. So I would go a little bit lighter here. If you have an option of lighter weights. What we're going to do is we're going to do a combination move where we're going to do cross punch. You're going to be holding the weights in neutral grip, right? You're here. You're going to cross punch 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and squat. So here's the thing: when you have those weights and you're bringing them all the way across your body like that, you're going to feel this in your core because you're holding on to that weight, and it's your core keeping you upright. If the weights get too heavy, then drop them. It's totally fine. Then we're going to do. Then we're gonna focus a little more on our. Oh, I'm sorry. We're also doing alternate shoulder presses with side leg lifts. Okay, so this is what this one looks like. Now you have your hands up here by your shoulders. Okay, and as you do so as you do one press, the opposite leg comes up. Do a little side leg lift. Okay, it looks like this. Now, when you do that leg lift, try to control it coming down. You don't want to do like just kind of plop it down. That's the work in your abductor muscles. As you're coming up, you control. Everything you do is a control. You're controlling it. Okay, so that's what it would look like. If you start to get confused, then you do the same thing. It doesn't matter. You're still working. That's the most important part. But that's part of the brain work. Trying to remember that you're alternating. Okay, let's just start with those two. And I think we might do a third exercise, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. So let's start with the alternating leg lifts. Ready? So keep them at shoulder height. Nice big deep breath, and let's do it. So there's good. Control it. There's 2, 3, 4. Also working our core here because those weights are going above us. There's 6, 7. Good. 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Good. Now you're bringing them down. Now we're going to do those 4 punches and then a squat. Okay, so it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a squat. Okay, here we go. Let's do 5 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now squat it out. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now squat. There's 2 combos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat. Got 2 more combos. 2, 3, 4. Squat. And 1 more. 2, 3, 4. And squat. Perfectly. Okay. Now let's just focus on our legs. Now you're going to be in a sumo. Now your toes and knees are pointed out. Imagine that you're on a big clock. Your right's going to be pointed towards the 11. I'm sorry, your right's going to be pointed towards the 2, the left towards the 11. Okay? So let's just keep the weights here at our chest. And it's called a sumo. So get your butt down. You're not hinging forward. You're getting your butt down. Good. There's 2, 3, 4. On the next one, I want you to stay down here and pulse it. It looks like this. So stay down here and pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up nice and slow. And let's do 5 more regular. Ready? 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it all the way out. Good. You should feel that on the inside of your legs, your glutes, everything. Okay, we're going back to the alternating shoulder press with alternating legs. So nice big deep breath. We got 3 rounds all together. Ready? So starting with alternate with that shoulder press. There's 12, 11, 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay. You know what comes next. All right. This time we're going to do, let's do 2 punches and we'll do more combos. So we'll do 6 combos with 2 punches each. Okay. And the squat. So it looks like this. You're 1, 2, squat, 1, 2. Okay. All right, here we go. 1, 2, squat, 1, 2, squat. Good. 1, 2. There's 3. You got 3 more. 2, squat, 1, 2, squat, 1, 2. That's the last one? I think so. Okay, now we're going to stay here and we're going to punch it out for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7. You're doing great. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, now we're going to go back to those sumos. So our toes and knees are slightly pointed out. You're doing really good, guys. Holding those weights in front. Same thing. We got 5 on the 5th one. We're pulsing. Ready? There's 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Here come the pulses. Ready? Stay down here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up slow. And let's do another 5 regular. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Amazing. Good job. Woo. Okay. We got one more round here. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do 2 of the combo moves. The one where we have just 2 punches and a squat. And then we're going to, in the middle, do the 10 punches, and then we'll finish with 2 more combos. I know, hopefully I'm not confusing you, but I like to mix things up, and it's good for your brain to kind of be doing something a little different, think about what you're doing here. Okay, so we're going to do the 2 punches with a squat 2 times. Ready? So here, 1, 2, squat. 1, 2, squat. Now we're going to punch it out for 10. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now what we're going to do is you're going to do 2 punches and 2 squats. 1, 2. Let's do a couple of those. 2 punches, 2 squats. You're doing amazing. Got 3 more of those. 2 punches, 2 squats, 2 more combos. 1, 2. Last one. Here we go. 1, 2. There we go. Oh, yes, we're done with those. Woo! Okay, let's finish with the sumos. And we'll get a little water break. Oh, my heart rate's up. That's good. See, that's what happens when we're doing these metabolic moves. We're doing some combo moves. We're working quickly. Okay, so here we go. Last sumos. Ready? Here we go. We got 5. Good. I won't mix it up on this one. I'll just do what we 4. You're going to kill me. 3, 2. Except this time we're going to pulse it for 10. Oh my God, 10, 9. I'll try to count fast. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. There we go. Now last 5 here. 5. Oh yeah, I can feel my legs now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Good job. Woo. Okay, let's get a quick water break. That was a good set. Oh, good. We're good on time today. I'm not going. All right. So, okay. So what we're going to do next, you won't need any weights for. This is going to be a little agility, a little movement here, and a little thinking, which is good. Again, like I said, I think exercise is just about your mind as it is your body. Okay, so here's what we're going to do on this one. We're going to do 3 high steps, okay, or 3 high knees. I'll show you what. So you're doing 1, 2, 3, and then you're coming up, and then 1. Wait a minute, let me think about this. So it's 1, 2, 3, coming up and coming back, right? 1, 2, 3, coming up and coming back. So when you're 1, 2, 3, try to alternate what leg is coming up, okay? So, and if it happens that you do, we'll do 2 sets of this. So if you end up with one always coming up on one, then we'll do the second one. You can alternate with the other one. It's fine as long as you kind of mix it up and you're not just doing one side dominantly over the other. And the other one is going to be skaters. So skaters look like this. Imagine like the Olympic speed skaters, that's their flow like this. So if you feel comfortable bringing one leg behind the other, good. If not, you can stay. You don't have to do any jumping. You just do a wide step, and then you can bring it behind you, okay? Again, working on our lateral movement is always good. We're going to time it so you go at your pace. go at your level. You know, some of you may be able to do the big hop. That's fine. Otherwise, you stay here. Stay a little low though, right? You're not completely standing like this. You're a little low. Let's work in your quads here in the front. Okay, so let's start with these three. Ready? So here we go. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3. And then you're kind of running up, running back. Now, 1, 2, 3. Running up, running back. 1, 2, 3. Good. Yep, just keep moving. I want some forward and backwards with a little bit of balance work here. You got it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. Here come the skaters. They're back. Just do the lateral. Ready? 20 seconds. Go at your pace. So you're here. Stay a little low. And as you feel comfortable, you might be able to go a little bit wider. It's up to you. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Perfect. All right. Heart rate should be a little high, so we're going to let it come down a little bit. Nice big deep breath. We're going to do those 3 forward and backward. Remember, either mix it up or switch legs, whatever works for you. Okay, ready? And go. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. You're doing amazing. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, let's do the skaters again. Do 10-second break. All right. So let's get in position. And let's do it. You can pretend we're the Olympics. You know how low those guys get. God, they must have the most amazing legs. Because if you're really down, you can really feel this in your quads. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, we're going to do one more, except for the last one with the knees. We're just going to stay stable. And I want you to just take turns holding. 1, 2, 3. I think we've done this before where it's just a little bit of balance work, okay? You're going to do 3 steps and hold. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Couple more. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Okay, and let's just do one more skaters and we'll finish the set. Ready? Go. Last set of skaters. Now we're at the finish line. Push it, push it, push it. Hang on to it. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, let's get a quick water break. We just have one more set left. It's going to be some standing core. Okay, so you can either do this with one lighter dumbbell or no dumbbells at all. But we're going to do some oblique crunches to the side. And then we're going to do some forward crunches with a knee lift. So you're just going to be here. Now, depending on if you have any back issues, you can just be here. You can kind of come down, or you can kind of really try to. The most important part about the forward crunch is that you keep your core engaged. So what I mean by that is you really kind of keep your core tight. Imagine what it would feel like if someone said, I'm going to punch you in the stomach. You know how you brace yourself like that? That's what I mean by engage your core. Keep it tight. So when you're doing the forward crunches, think about keeping that tight, okay? The oblique crunches, you're going to the side. So the most important part about this one is to truly try to keep yourself sideways. Imagine yourself stuck between 2 panes of glass. You're not this. You're not coming forward on this one. This one, you're staying upright and you're trying to get that obliques. Your obliques are the big muscles along the side of your body, okay? So let's start with the oblique crunches. You want to add a weight, you can. You don't have to lift it way high. You keep it, arms are bent here. You're just keeping it above your head. You're adding a little bit of extra weight to it. And see, my knee goes to the side, so it's not, and it's okay if you can't lift it very high. The most important part is you're getting that side crunch. Okay, so let's get nice big deep breath here. Ready? And go. You're here to the side. Good, side. Feel your obliques working. 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We're going to the other side right away. Ready? And 10, 9. Remember, you can drop the weight. 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's bring it down. Okay, now we're going to do those forward crunches. Maybe what we'll do instead is we'll add a little bit of a press down. So just grab one of your weights as you're bringing your knee up. You're kind of trying to bring your weight to it. And again, remember to keep your core nice and tight. I think this will be better than doing the spine movements. Okay, ready? So here, and you're just bringing. Keep that core tight. Good. Tight. We're doing this one for time. Oh, yes, my arms are already getting sore, but you got this. Ho, ho. Alternate those knees. Almost there. Come on. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Oh, okay. Let's lift those arms. Roll those shoulders. That's a lot of shoulder work we're doing there. Okay, we're going back to the oblique crunches. Okay, so we have it just above our head here, and we're going sideways. We're doing that crunch. Ready? Good. There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Actually, let's do the knee in between, and we'll finish with that set. Ready? So let's just do 15 seconds here. Ready? Go. Crunch it. Crunch it. Good. Keep breathing. Think about keeping your core tight, tight, tight. There you go. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, one more oblique crunch, and then we'll do one more of the knee to press, and then we'll be almost there. Okay, ready? Let's do it. We got 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. Here come the last crunches. Here we go. That press or the press down. Ready? With the alternating knee. Go. Keep going. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay. Let's put that down. Oh my God. I just realized I missed a set. We didn't do our back. Okay, let's see if we can throw in this really quick. We only have 5 minutes, but let's see if we can throw in this quick little, it's a row, couple rows here. We'll just do two rounds here, okay? So if you can grab some of your heavier weights, I'm sorry. I just realized I missed one of my sets, and since we have time, there's no reason. We're already here, we're sweaty. Might as well hit our back too. Our back's very important. Okay, so what I wanna do on this one is you're gonna be bent over a little bit again. So remember, you can be split lunger here. But on the first one, we're going to do that row with a little torso rotation. Again, this is working your core. You keep your elbows tight, and the weight comes almost to you like your rib cage, and then you come down. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side, and then we're going to do reciprocating rows. Now we're going to be a little quicker. One comes up, one comes down. Elbows are always close, driving towards your back, behind you, and you're not out here. You're keeping it nice and tight to work those lats. Okay. Just 2 sets here, all right, guys? And then we'll be done. So try to go as heavy as you can. Okay, so nice big deep breath. We're gonna start with that. So one just stays low, ready? So you're just gonna be nice little easy rotation here. There's 2, 3, good. 4, 5, let's do 8, 6, 7, 8, good. Let's do 8 to the other side. Ready? Remember your back is flat. Go. There's 8. Control it. 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, here come the reciprocating rows. We're going to do this one for time. So ready? As one comes up, one comes down. There we go, like a seesaw. Go. But you're still keeping it in control. You're not wildly out of control, right? All right, you got this. Keep working. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, awesome. All right, nice big deep breath. We're gonna do one more time and then we're done. We'll cool down. Okay, so back to that rotational. Ready? We got 8 of these. So here, 8, good. I can feel my core working when I do this one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, last 25 seconds of those reciprocating rows. Ready? Here we go. Finish strong. Strong. We're almost there. Hang on. We're almost done with the whole workout. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Okay, let's drop the weights. Get a quick water break, and then we'll cool down. You guys did amazing today. It's muggy here. Hopefully where you are, it's not as muggy. Okay, so let's just roll our shoulders. Let's get a nice big deep breath. We're gonna do a little stretching here. All right, other direction. Bring our breathing down. Okay, I want you to put your hands behind your lower back and I want you to pull your elbows together. Nice big deep breath and hold it. Good. All right, let's release. Now bring one arm in front of your body and kind of grab your elbow and see if you can just give it a little pull and hold. This is stretching your shoulder, a little bit of your tricep. Good. All right, let's grab the other one and get a little tug and hold. Stretching is all about holding those stretches. And you can hold them up to a minute to get your maximum, for maximum results. All right. Okay, now we're going to do a little side stretch. So you're just going to come over. You're going to feel the stretch on the side here and hold it. And let's come up and let's do the other side. Oh, yeah. All right, let's come up. And we're going to stretch out our hamstrings. So just come down to your knees. Try to keep your back flat. And really, come down as much as you feel comfortable. And hopefully feel that stretch in the back of your legs here. And hold it. Come up. And let's try that with one leg forward. So put your toe up. And just kind of reach for that. But now you'll feel a stretch more on that front leg. Feel it in your hamstring up into your glutes. All right, let's do the other leg. So toe up and just kind of reach for it. Go to where you can. All right, come up nice and slow. We're just gonna do so you're gonna be here and you're gonna do a cat and cow. So you're gonna arch your back, tuck your chin into your chest, and then you're gonna tilt your pelvis back, bring your head up. So it's kind of alternating between these two. And you can have your hands on your knees. It's kind of a cat and a cow. Oh, and you should be stretching out your lower back. So on this one, your hips push out. On the cat, your pelvis tucks in. You're arching your back and you bring your chin to your chest. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come all the way up. All right, I think we did good. And let's just do a couple little slow butt kickers for those quads. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, let's get a nice big deep breath. So big inhale and big exhale. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me these last 8 weeks. Have a wonderful summer, and hopefully I will see you in the fall. And try to keep your resistance training up. So important to just keep doing what you can.